you are exactly where you need to be. So I have these signs all over my room of different reminders that I love. I don't know if you can read it or if it's backwards to you, but basically, this is something that I have in my room hanging up on a regular basis. And it's really important for you to remember that you are exactly where you need to be. So, hey guys, this is CHAYA, the relationship expert. I live the best life I can with the highest levels of relationships in my life on every area. And I want to help give you the gift of a little information of how I got to this really high place where I am madly in love with the relationships in my life. I wake up every day more and more in love with my husband. I get thrilled when I see him come home or through the door. My kids run to me when they see me in the morning. The first thing they do when they wake up is they run to me and they give me the biggest hug. Before they go to bed, they go, "Mommy, I love you." And my whole heart melts. And sometimes I take it for granted, but sometimes I try really hard to remember how hard I worked to get here, how uncomfortable it was to be single and wonder, am I going to get married? Not am I going to, but like, when is it going to happen? My kids. And I just remember those moments in my little apartment in Jerusalem, really being in a lot of discomfort, wondering when all of these things were going to happen. Like I was praying and I was doing all this work and I just so badly wanted my kids and I so badly wanted my husband, and I was trying everything and anything to make sure that this very important thing in my life happened. And so I remember that. But the reason that I brought this out for you, you are exactly where you need to be, and why I have it in my room is because everything is in God's timing. Everything is in God's timing. You can speed it up if you learn to honor yourself and learn the lessons that life has for you the first or second time they come into your life, versus having the same things kind of repeat themselves until you're like, okay, I think I need to learn something here. But you can definitely increase how quickly things come to you if you learn the lessons along the way. But the past does not exist right now. You are exactly where you need to be. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't waste any time. Everything is an opportunity for you to elevate your life to a really, really, really high place. You are exactly where you need to be. You don't have to worry about the fact that you haven't achieved certain things yet, or when you're going to get married, or when you're going to get that big break, or when you're going to buy a house, or when you're going to get that next thing, or when you're going to lose weight, or when. You don't have to worry about the whens. It'll happen exactly when they need to come, as long as you work on them happening. But just know you're in control of the process and having them come into your life by saying no to things that aren't on the trajectory of that goal really quickly, to get those out of your life, and to also increase your self-love so that you can know that you're really deserving of it and make the decisions that'll take you to that next step. So really, you are exactly where you need to be. You don't have to worry about the past. You now have the moment that we have right now and every moment after to create the life that you desire. But really, please, everything that happened to you, let it go. Let it go back into the nothingness from which it came. Let yourself hold on to the moments that you now have now and not waste them worrying about things that already have happened. Honor your process, that everything is happening in its perfect timing. I waited for my husband forever, so it felt, right? Like, seriously, forever. I prayed and I did this and I took on that and I took on this and I prayed more and I elevated this and I created a new business, and I was like, God, what more do I need to do? God, like, what more do I need to do? And every time I asked, I got a new answer, and I kept growing, and I never gave up, because I knew the better I became as an individual, the higher level of a match I would attract, and the better person I would marry and have a marriage with forever, because I myself increased my levels, and therefore I'm attracting someone who matches my increased levels of life, love, healthiness, and desire to do and create good. And then after all these years of waiting, when he came into my life, it was very smooth and very quick. Once I met my husband, he knew right away that I was his soulmate. He did not care about my age. He did not care about my weight. He did not care about what I did in life. He cared not for what I can do for him. He did not care about how much I inspired him, which was a common theme in my past relationships. He cared only about me, the core of who I was, my ability to express myself authentically, the ability for me to honor myself, for my ability that I didn't care what other people thought of me. I was just a really strong unicorn, shining and sparkling, doing my own thing, and he loved that. And there are so many times in my life where I thought, maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe I shouldn't do that, or maybe I shouldn't be as much this, or maybe I shouldn't be as much that. And along the way, people have told me things of that nature. Do this, don't do this, do more of that, do less of that. And I had to stop listening to all the external stimuli and noise and listen to myself and become my best self. But I needed to do that at my own time and in my own way so that I can really know that I am exactly where I need to be. And even right now in my own life, I still have to remind myself, like, you are exactly where you need to be. Like, your business is going to grow. You are going to scale. Like, you're going to get more clients. And like right now, I'm restarting my business from basically focusing my entire past 5 years on my babies. I always knew that when I give birth to my babies, I want to be with my babies, that I want their attachment levels to be secure, and that I want to be able to grow really, really close to them and learn them and them to learn me. And for my whole life, I always had this vision, once I had my babies, they're going to be number one. So even though I had a practice and a company in Israel and then took a whole break from that, I'm now restarting it in America, and now going into all of that different cycles of everything that comes with a business. And I'm exactly where I need to be. Like, my future is going to be great. Your future is going to be great. If you're not married yet, you will marry the right one. You deserve it. I know it. I believe in you. I really, truly believe in you and your ability to get over everything that has happened, and know that, like, literally don't go backwards, only go forwards. If you keep thinking about that ex, that thing that happened, that job you lost, that parent that's no longer in your life, you're wasting your energy. Go back to the present, go to the future. Go back to the present and go towards the future. How can you learn to forgive? How can you learn to love? How can you learn to take the past and use it for the future? But focus on what you're going to do, on the urgency of creating a great life, on the urgency of not wasting any more time on this precious earth. God and you and me, we're all together right now. You are exactly where you need to be. I hope that you honor this and remember that you're here for a perfect reason. So stay in the moment. Ask yourself what you need. Ask yourself, where do you want to go? Ask yourself, how can I get there? I'm going to ask you to write down 3 things of where you want to go, how you want to get there, and what steps you're going to start taking today, this week, and this month to accomplish it. And as a bonus, where do you want to be in 12 months? Okay? What do you want to for sure get done this year? Break it down, learn to love yourself, release the past. You're exactly where you need to be in your journey of life. I love you. I see you. I believe in you. I know you're going to have the best life. And if you really want those how-tos, like I got those how-tos from my mentors, please send me a DM with the word heal or the word ready. I don't care what word you write. I just want to hear from you, because if you don't message me to commit to yourself, how do I know you're ready to actually take that next step and get the information that you need and the steps that you need to hold your hand along the journey of healing? Because fucking man, healing is hard. Like, healing is painful. Healing makes me want to cry just thinking about healing, because it takes so much work and it's not comfortable. But if you have the right person to guide you, like I've been blessed with the guides that held my hand and guided me, really you do get to the most amazing places. So if you would allow me to hold your hand and to guide you in your journey, I promise I will take you to the right place. I promise that I've worked hard enough to know well enough exactly how to have a healthy relationship. And while your healing journey will be unique to you, the fundamentals, while they're easy to say, take a long time to work through and become a habit and to internalize. So let's take that next step together. You send me a DM and I'll send you a hello and start with some good information of how to get your life a little bit closer to those dream goals that you really do have. So don't be afraid to connect. We're all in this together. I hope you have an amazing day. Peace.